Referee has this assignment. The beautiful Brooklyn Wren is with us tonight. Thank you, Brooklyn. Mario Bautista and Jinsoo both making their respective second UFC appearances here tonight. Jinsoo is in black, Mario Bautista is in blue. And even just the way Bautista has carried himself here during fight week, and even 15 seconds into this one, just a decidedly different confidence about him coming into this second UFC start. Made his UFC debut in January on relatively short notice against Corey Sandhagen as a plus 435 underdog. Ooh, nice crack there by Jinsoo. Trying to make it 5 wins in his last 6. Fought Petr Yan in a highly entertaining UFC debut last September in Moscow.
Nice jab by Son.
Good jab, yep. He's going straight back.
Bautista goes high. Son was ready. It really was infectious watching Jinsoo in his UFC debut against Petr Yan. Just really enjoyed everything about that fight. And a lot of people were excited to see him get back on the proven ground tonight.
Bautista with a nice right hand. Both these guys trading right hands very well.
Who landed a pretty significant right hand a moment ago. Jinsoo shook it off.
Bautista's showing a lot of different looks. Switching stance, different weapons. Soon looks like he's really, looks like he's really just making some reads, trying to get the timing and the movements of Bautista. Bautista coming with a lot of different looks, so it takes a second. And I also saw versus Yan that took Son a little to get the timing. So he's a little bit of a slow starter, but as he starts getting punched and kicked, he usually picks up the pace.
Splits that guard again with a nice jab.
Now we're seeing Son try to start to pressure Bautista, head him off instead of follow him. Nice right hand lands.
Beautiful 1-2. That jab has been on point for Son here recently.
And you see when Son's backing up, he doesn't do as well. When he pressures forward, he gets in that pocket, that's where he starts doing damage. So that's where Son's going to have the advantage. Is if he can get Bautista moving back, you'll really see Son get ahead, I think, on the scorecards.
You see some swelling and maybe even a cut around that left eye of Jinsoo, who thought about a takedown. Bautista was ready.
Now separate if you want. There you go. Great job.
You can hear John Crouch in that MMA Lab corner. They like what they have seen early on from Mario Bautista. Under 2 minutes here to go in the opening round. Nice body kick a moment ago from Mario Bautista. Son fights for the underhook up against the fence here. Just over a minute to go in the round. All right, let's check in on that MMA Lab corner of one Mario Bautista.
Pay attention here. Pay attention to his body lock. 1 minute left. Mario. One takedown wins us the round, too. Good, Mario. Hard knees. Good. Nice. Circle. Good.
Nice short uppercut from Jinsoo.
Head up line. 30 seconds.
You heard John Crouch suggest that maybe one Bautista takedown late might secure the round.
Well, I agree. I mean, I think tactically for the judges in the sport of mixed martial arts, when you're seeing trading back and forth like these two, back and forth, trade, it's hard to decipher the difference in a back and forth battle like this.
Sure.
You throw one takedown in there, you're adding another martial art to the back and forth battle. It shows a different look of the fight.
Oh, nice combination from Son. Here, Jinsoo Son, Mario Bautista.
Jinsoo Son's corner saying, let's move forward, 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 forward. And the reason is, guys, a lot of fighters have limited offense only to moving in the forward direction. Generally offensive moving forward. Very rarely are fighters offensive moving forward and backwards.
Right.
And so it was a nice read for Jinsoo Son's corner to say, let's get you moving forward. We got to get this win. If we're not moving forward, we're losing. And I think that they were correct in that. And as we see, Jinsoo Son getting right to work.
They also asked Jinsoo Son if his foot was okay. Not sure if that was a pre-existing injury, if perhaps they saw something in that first round, but it appears to be okay for now.
Bautista really showing up in this matchup, though. I mean, he did in his fight so far. That's why he's got this contract. But he's really showing up against a tough opponent in Jinsoo, and he's made some great adjustments from his fight against Sandhagen.
Bautista has a young daughter, now 1 year old, Adelina. Huge source of motivation for Mario and his wife, Ashley.
Might not be as pretty for Jinsoo here, but this is the style fight that he has a better chance in. He's got to stay in the pocket, got to stay on the grind of Bautista. We've seen as the fight's gone on, the free-flowing movement of Bautista is a little bit too much. So he's keeping these brawling style, dirty boxing matches really creates different options. And nice Kimura attempt by Bautista here. That's what we're seeing here. He's going to yank this behind him and look to take him down with it. Jinsoo looking to take the back, but that is locked in on the elbow. He'll get his elbow out, and now it's just a 50-50 position. We'll see who can get out of here.
Looked like there was one moment of pain there for Jinsoo Son. You saw the wince, but he is able to avoid that. Kimura coming up on 3 minutes here in round 2. Bautista threw the no-look elbow. Target wasn't there.
Now we're seeing Jinsoo back up. There it is. Now he got the forward pressure, takedown. That's exactly what he's got to be doing to keep this fight close. This 3 rounds of this might have got Jinsoo ahead. Now he's down by 1 round, so he's got to get this round by using this style, I believe.
Seems like Bautista has the strength advantage, though. When Son took him down, he was back to his feet immediately.
Bautista is big for this division, I believe. A little bit heavier, I think, a little taller.
Nice short strike there from Jinsoo Son. And a good job defensively to back up. Cracked with a left hand there.
Nice left hand. It was a nice left hook as his corner called for 1, 2, 3s. And you're seeing Jinsoo listen to his corner. He went for takedowns, he went forward pressure, and he's throwing 1, 2, 3s. And so far, it's a better round. Now he's backing up, though. He's got to get going forward again.
Looked like Bautista got clipped partially with an uppercut on the way in. But Mario now starting to land. So both guys really starting to open up here. A couple nice shoulder strikes. Bautista mixing it up beautifully here in close range.
Bautista's showing he really wants it. I mean, he always shows up, but look at the way he's non-stop offense. Beautiful, nice elbows. These guys are just trading toe-to-toe.
And you're starting to see some damage now in the right eye of Jinsoo Son. Mario Bautista biting down on the mouthpiece and really going for it here in round 2.
Bautista hurting Jinsoo with a right hand. Sits him down for a second.
Oh,
Staying
man.
busy, man.
Those shoulder strikes don't always snap the head back. It did there. Elbow from Mario Bautista, and now Jinsoo Son is wearing it under a minute to go in the round.
You gotta hand it to Bautista, man. He's even in Jinsoo style fight. This is the style fight that Jinsoo Son has to fight. Make it ugly, dirty boxing match, and Bautista's beating him to the punch, in the pocket, with the elbows, everything.
Yeah, Bautista not discriminating, punching, kicking, knees, elbows, shoulders. And he has really started to pull away unofficially, at least in terms of the total strikes in round 2.
Gosh, Jinsoo's got a chin on him, man. Goodness.
Bautista's corner, and they were saying more elbows on the inside, and don't turn this into a brawl match. But I really like when he's pushing Jinsoo backwards and then brawling, because if he pushes him backwards, he's finding big shots.
You are absolutely right, Trevor Whitman. Thank you very much, and what a pleasure to watch that power corner. John Crouch and Benson Henderson, they really liked what they saw out of Mario Bautista there in that second round. Jinsoo Son's mentality is if he thinks he needs a finish here.
Oh yeah, he knows. Jinsoo's coming. This guy's not out. Don't think for 1 second. He's not trying to knock out Bautista.
A lot of fans were suggesting this one might be a sleeper for fight of the night. Certainly has entertained thus far. Nice combination from Son and a big counter from Bautista.
Anybody who lays their body on the line and just sits in the middle and is willing to take every shot to give one is fun to watch. That's what we're seeing here. Two guys who are willing to take and inflict damage on each other without caring about what happens tomorrow.
Trevor, go ahead, man.
Dominic had said something in the first round where Jinsoo has got this unique timing to him. He does time people coming in, but I am loving what's coming out of Bautista when he's throwing these combos, but again, push him back. But he's got to watch out for that Jinsoo uppercut that he throws, which they were actually asking in the corner.
Oh, man.
Jinsoo, man. He's going for the takedowns. He just uses so much explosion for that.
And his entries have been tight, but he hasn't been able to keep Bautista down.
That was nice.
Beautiful.
That was a very nice transition. And he goes straight to pass to side mount. Bautista gives it back. Let's see if Son can do anything. Nope, too tired. That's what's so hard about this fight game is once you get the takedown, you're usually so dang tired that it's hard to transition to the next piece.
Right.
And that's what we saw to Jinsoo. He worked all that hard to get the takedown. Got it. Bautista's back up, elbow and punch him in the face. Nice body shot for Bautista.
Both guys landing with some serious intent here midway through round 3. You can hear the oohs and the ahs in this AT&T Center here in San Antonio.
So everybody knows these guys are absolutely, completely exhausted. And they're just going nonstop. They don't care about how their bodies feel right now. I promise you that. They're numb. A lot of damage being inflicted. These guys are just putting their bodies out there for us.
And I think I just saw John Crouch smile in that corner for the first time. Bautista staying offensive here late in this fight, despite seemingly being up on the scorecards.
These guys literally are looking at each other saying, no, it's my center of the ring. No, it's my center of the ring.
Yeah,
just elbowing and punching each other.
Nice shot to the body from Son. Now he goes upstairs. Bautista lands a counter right.
I think this is a fight we should call the chin versus the chin. Both these guys taking huge shots.
Call him Jinsoo Son.
He's got one, I'll tell you. He's taking some big ones and just keeps coming. Smiles at you. Bautista happy to oblige, though. I like that he's shifted and gone to the body on Jinsoo. That was a nice read, just missed.
Could have been interesting as Bautista continues to land power shots. Son counters effectively. Jinsoo Son's mentor is the Korean zombie Jansung Chung. He's not with him here tonight. But you gotta think the mentor appreciates the work from the mentee.
Is it what they eat out there that gives him this chin?
I'm telling you.
I don't know. I'm trying to understand this.
Oh, there's that uppercut. Stuck beautifully by Jinsoo Son.
I think so far Bautista's done enough on the numbers and the pressure to get this. But man, what a fun fight to watch. These guys laid it out.
And it's interesting because the numbers are unofficial, but it says 123 to 117 for Son in terms of these significant strikes landed. Don't shoot the messenger. Nice knee there from Jinsoo Son.
Back and forth, back and forth. These guys haven't backed down one step.
So yet another great showcase for the UFC's loaded bantamweight division. Mario Bautista.
Ladies and gentlemen, after After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision,